a second, I need to get my story straight.
Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for having me again. Okay, this is the Abuse Jeopardy in-service. The abuse in-service is the most important in-service out of all in-services for a lot of reasons. It's a very serious subject. When Department of Health comes in, they ask people when they were in service last on abuse. And remember today, what's today? January 4/8. The categories are definitions, types, intervention, prevention, and detection and reporting. Joy, you won the scoring toss. Go first. Pick a category and number value, please. I will read the answer, ring in, and answer in the form of a question, if you can remember that.
I'll go with types of 200.
The answer is, cover your bells, everyone. Taking some candy from a resident's nightstand drawer. Jacqueline.
Theft.
Let's see if she's right. The answer is misappropriation of personal property. Stealing. Yes. You know, stealing is the most common of all elder abuse, so financial abuse. Not here, but I mean in homes in private homes. Okay, Jacqueline's control of the board. Pick it.
Types for 400.
Ready for this? Cover your bells. The answer. Telling a resident to shut their jello hole. Jacqueline.
Verbal abuse.
See if she's got it. She's right. Very good, Jacqueline. Okay, Jacqueline, you're in control of the board.
Type 600.
All right, let's keep going. Keeping a noisy resident in their room away from other residents. Jacqueline again.
Isolation.
Let's see if she's right.
Jacqueline, you gotta give someone
what I
else
was
a
gonna
chance.
say.
Inappropriate isolation. That's right. You just can't take a resident, throw them in their room, and shut the door if they're loud and disruptive.
Why not?
Jacqueline, you got control.
Types 800.
Taking a funny photo of a resident and posting it to your Facebook page. Joy.
Exploitation.
See if she's got this.
Wow.
Yes, she
Yeah.
does. That's right. Exploitation is the new one. You can't, anything that goes on in this building, you can't.
Okay, yeah. I don't need ding in my face.
Okay, Joy, you're in control. What do you got?
Types of 1,000.
Okay, for 1,000.
Whoa.
Telling a continent resident to go in their diaper. Joy.
Abuse. Elderly.
What type? We know it's abuse. Yeah, you only have one chance.
Rudeness.
Anybody? 3 seconds.
I know what it is. Emotional.
What is emotional
Who sees
abuse?
that?
It's abuse.
It is what type? We're doing types. There's 8 types of abuse. All right, Joy, you're still in control. Go.
Definition for 200.
The answer is defined as failure to provide care in a timely fashion. Jacqueline.
Neglect.
Neglect is correct. Very good. Go. Go ahead, Jacqueline.
Definitions 400.
Threatening a resident with punishment who is not cooperating. Joy.
Intimidation.
That
Nice.
is correct. Intimidation. CMS. New.
Okay, definition for 600.
Defined that. Okay. The definitions are abuse, neglect, and mistreatment was replaced with this one. See, because it has encompassed things like
Angela, 613, Angela, 6113.
Any idea? No one? 3 seconds. The answer is, what is exploitation? Exploitation is defined as the taking advantage of a resident for personal gains, like stealing, taking funny pictures of them, and so on. Okay, Joy, you're still in control.
Interventions for 200.
Okay, are you ready for this? Cover your bells. This is the first thing you do if you see a resident being physically abused.
Report
Ashley.
it to your supervisor?
No.
No.
What?
I was the second bell.
Jacqueline,
Intervene.
let's see.
Oh,
Stop it.
physically
Yeah, you
abused.
gotta-
I didn't
Stop
see
You're
it.
the
gonna
physically
stop
abused.
it. Very good. Yes, you're
Yeah,
gonna
the
stop
supervisor.
it.
Yeah.
All right, Jacqueline, you're still at it.
Okay, let's do interventions for 400.
This is one of the locations you'll find the department house telephone number.
The big
Ashley,
downstairs next to those doors that lead to like the back area, right?
Yeah, you got it. Can you be more specific? I mean,
What do you mean? It's like a board. By the right next to the elevator.
you got it. Okay, it's on the bulletin boards next to the elevator, both floors, same thing as you're going out towards the back
Yeah.
D
I
wing.
hate you, Kathy.
Very good. Ashley,
Prevention for 200.
the answer. These are the meetings you attend to obtain valuable information. Ashley,
In service.
and let's see if she's right. In service is the answer.
Shorted.
Okay, Ashley,
You're
you're
already in the
Do
lead.
it.
She's on my
Ashley.
team. Prevention for 400.
This is what happens prior to employment with the help of outside sources. Jacqueline?
Background check.
Let's see if she's got it. It's the background check.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what's in a background check, by the way, to work in a nursing home now?
Criminal license.
Criminal, we check your license, right?
Abuse, any kind of abuse.
There's going to be on the registry of all known elder abusers that want to win that prize. We check to see if you're a sexual predator,
Right.
and we get 2 references on everybody. Very good, Jacqueline. Keep going.
Let's do prevention for 600.
The answer. This is the process of determining if abuse, neglect, or exploitation has occurred. Jacqueline again.
An investigation.
Let's see if she's
Should
right.
read faster than what you're saying.
What is the investigation?
I'm trying to read.
This is a person appointed by the local health department that walks around visiting and talking to residents. Joy.
The ombudsman.
Nice, Joy.
It is the ombudsman. And what's his name? Dave. His main goal is to walk around and visit residents that have no family.
Aw.
Because who's going to be looking after these
Yes.
people? We do, though, but that's Joe. Okay, next guy. All right, Joy.
Prevention for 1,000.
The answer is, this is a hot condition that supervisors are on the lookout for. Joy.
Staff burnout.
Let's see if she's got it. Employee burnout. Did you know that 90% of abuse, neglect, and exploitation is not intentional, but it's brought on by overworked, stressed out employees? So if you feel like you are so stressed out and you're going to take it out on a patient, just call in sick, okay? We'll take that.
Okay, good.
All right? And then we'll send you for a psych consult.
That's good point, Bedford.
Mental health day.
days a year. Intervention for 600.
Intervention for 6. So whom would you report Jeff Marcus to if you thought he was abusing a resident? Joy.
The administrator.
Let's see if he's-
Administrator, yeah.
That's true. Jeff Marcus is supervisor, and I'm a
Yes.
department head, so the administrator will be my supervisor. So you would report me to Joe, the acting administrator. Very good. Okay. Joy, again.
Intervention for 800.
Okay, that's broken, so give me a second, I'll get to it in a second. Okay, when you're making a report of abuse, it's best just to state the fill in the blank. Monica. Let's see if Monica's got this. Just the facts. That is correct. Do not editorialize. Do not interpret. We just want the facts. What you saw, what you heard. Okay, no, for interventions for 800. The answer is, who and when do you report abuse or suspected abuse? Who went first then? I missed that. I think it was Joe.
Anybody, anyone could, any and everyone could report abuse.
Okay, no. Who do you report it to and
who
when
do
do
you
you report it?
Oh, your supervisor.
And
When?
Right
immediately.
away.
Very
I
good.
didn't mean-
We
Report
need
it
to
immediately
split
to
it.
your
Split that,
supervisor.
Right?
Please,
We
don't
need to
wait
split
till,
it.
don't wait until Monday to
Yes.
tell me about it if it happened on Saturday.
Come here.
Okay, who got that? Was that Monica?
That's
Oh,
me.
okay.
Can't move
Joy.
on. Group effort.
Definition for 800.
An example of this is letting a resident sit in a wet diaper for more than 2 hours. Christine.
It's an abuse.
Neglect.
Neglect.
Let's see if Christine is right. You're right, Christine. It is neglect.
Please go.
I just need something.
Okay, Christine, pick the next one.
Somebody was too quiet. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm sorry.
Pick one.
1,000.
Definitions for 1,000. Okay, taking advantage of a resident for personal gains. Anybody? Joy?
Exploitation.
That is correct. Exploitation,
Oh, yes.
replace mistreatment. Very good. All right, Joy, you got one more column to go.
Butcher.
Detection and reporting for 200, the answer. You have this length of time to report a crime against a resident that consists of bodily injury. And when I mean reporting, I mean to the police, the Department of Health, the administrator, or the compliance officer. How much time do you have, Jacqueline?
24 hours.
No. Ashley?
I was gonna guess like 12 hours.
No,
Nope.
72 hours, 3 days.
No.
Right away.
Right away.
No,
how you gonna
a
roll
1
with
week.
The actual answer is 2 hours.
I was gonna say
That's
1
so
hour,
short.
but
Yes, if you think a crime has occurred against a resident that consists of bodily injury, you have to report it to the police, the Department of Health, the administrator, or the compliance officer within 2 hours. So saying if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you gotta make that call by 4 a.m. to be in compliance. Now, if a crime has occurred against a resident that's not serious bodily injury, you have up to 24 hours to call the police, Department of Health, administrator, compliance officer. Okay, we're talking about crimes. Okay, Joy, I think you're still in control.
400.
What action would you do if a resident suddenly refuses to come out of his room?
Side console.
Investigate.
We'll speak with them.
Okay, anyone else?
Investigate why.
Assess.
Assess.
educate them why they should.
Encourage.
Emotional support.
Actually, technically,
Offer them.
among
alternative
all those
answers.
other things you mentioned, you have to report it to your supervisor. Okay, something happened to this guy that's scaring him or making him not want to come out of his room. So it could be a potential abusive situation. So you don't launch your own investigation.
But you
You
didn't
have to
say,
report
you
it.
didn't say who was taking him out the room. It could be the supervisor who went in there.
Just in distance, we're talking generally speaking, you report it to,
Yes.
you still report to your all abusive or suspect, you report to your supervisor. Joy.
600.
That's broken. Hang on. I can do it. Okay. When making a report of abuse, you must make note of who, what, where, and this one.
When?
Joy.
Oh.
When? When is very important. Okay. Everyone has a schedule. We have cameras in the building. I was working in another facility where the lady comes to me and says, "Oh, the CNAs were really rude to my mom." I said, "I apologize for that. When did this happen?" She said, 2 weeks ago. Well, what day of the week was it? I don't know. Was it before or after 3 o'clock? I don't remember. What good is that? That's not help at all. So when is very important. Okay.
800 for detection.
Up an instant win. This facility has this much time to report a suspected abusive situation.
5 days.
5 days. Okay, that's what I'm just bringing this up because it's very important. When we ask you for those statements, it's very important that you cooperate and get them out to us right away because we only have 5 days to come up with a conclusion. And if we think that an abusive situation had occurred, we have to report ourselves to the Department of Health within 5 days, and that's not a lot of time. So please cooperate. Thank you. And the second to last one.
1,000.
You would suspect what type of abuse if a resident is afraid to go back into her room? Ashley?
Emotional abuse.
Sexual.
Yep. Studies have shown that residents who are afraid to go into their room, something happened while they were in their room, and sexual abuse would be that one. Okay, and the last one and the big one for the 5,000 points is, whom would you report to if you suspected the administrator was abusing a resident? Jacqueline?
The police.
I was gonna say that.
No. The Department of Health.
Let's see if Joy knows it.
Department
The
of
Department of Health.
5,000.
Here you
They're
go.
our big boss.